Hello and welcome back. My name is Evelyn Kim, and I help women heal and find success through profound mind mastery techniques. Today I'm going to talk about being a victim. In this life, as long as you are alive, I believe that we have gone through situations that have led us to accepting that we're victims, or led us to saying, yeah, this has been done for me. According to the dictionary, a victim is a person who has been harmed, injured as a result of a crime or accident. Somewhere else it says a person who is tricked or duped. Another one says a living creature killed as a religious sacrifice. I guess we're not there because we're here listening, right? And as long as you have been alive and an adult and you can listen to me right now, it's because that is part of life. That is part of who we are as human beings. And that is part of us evolving into being exceptional. And what is a victim mindset? It's a person who tends to recognize or consider themselves victims of the negative actions done to them. Yeah? So a victim mentality is a person that, or a group of people that tend to recognize or consider themselves as victim of the negative actions of others. These people are justified of being victims, because you can only be a victim if somebody has gone ahead and done some wrong to you. Or maybe you've suffered misfortune through no fault of your own. Yeah? Placed in this universe where there are billions of human beings, of course we're going to be wronged. Of course somebody's going to step on our toes. Of course somebody's going to think that they can cross our boundaries. Of course somebody's going to think that they have the right to put us on silent and they can do whatever they want in our lives. As long as we choose to be alive, we have to be a victim of something or someone. Yeah? And some of these things that happen to us shape us in a way of how we think or how we view life or how we view certain things in life. If something happened to you when you were in maybe boarding school, then that forms your perception of what boarding school is, and it automatically either pushes you into shielding the people you love from experiencing the same, or you go down the drain always talking about the same things that happened to you when you were younger. The reason I'm going into this is because I have been talking about transcending and talking to your mind and creating whatever life you can. But I feel like without going to the root cause of what makes people forget their worth, or what makes people forget that they can transcend and be whoever they want, is based mostly on our upbringing. Yeah. And being a victim can come from, your family. It can come from maybe school, where you went to school and the people who were around you in school, your teachers, your fellow students. It can be because of a job, an experience you had when you were at working somewhere, or it can be a perception of what else can bring harm to us. Okay, let me talk about the things that we tend to fall back and say, oh, God has forgotten about me. So you're saying it's God's fault that I'm going through what I'm going through. Yeah. Sometimes based off of who you are, sometimes because of our race, sometimes because of where you're growing up, you tend to also blame the society and become a victim to the society. Yeah. we tend to be a victim of the government. Oh, it's the government's fault. That's why I'm the way I am. The government did not do this. The government is not doing this for the country. So that's why I'm where I am. Or it's because I'm black. It's because I'm brown. It's because I'm white. It's because I moved from this country to this country, and people from this new country did not accept me. It's because, we can have an endless list of all the reasons why we are where we are in life, or why things are not working out for us. It's a choice. It's a choice to, and it's easier to blame it on something else other than me. It's easier because, if it's not your fault, then yay, you made it, you did it. Everybody else is the reason that I am where I am. So yay, it's their fault and not mine. Yay, I'm the good one in all of this. Yay, I am the victim. I don't think choosing to be a victim should be something to be celebrated. Choosing to be a victim is not something that we should, view as being noble. But instead, we should look at overcoming the victimization. Choosing to say, hey, I know I went through this and this and this and this. And no, it was not my fault. And no, I did not do anything to deserve it. And no, I know I did not deserve it at all. But guess what? Because I went through that, I am going to choose the good that I can bring out of it. And sometimes it's so hard. Like, for example, if you're a rape victim, what good can actually come from being raped? It's all pain and tears, and it's something that we cannot speak about because you're afraid that somebody's going to say that it's your fault or you did something to deserve it. But because we don't want to speak up, now we say, because I was raped, this is who I am and this is why I am who I am, and I'm going to do it and justify it because of this that was done to me. Of course you did not deserve it. And of course that person who did that to you deserves to die. But guess what? What good can come out of it? One, speak up. You don't have to speak up as a victim if you still don't feel like you're comfortable enough to speak about it. But speak up on ways kids can be protected from being raped. Speak up on ways that women who are in marriages can be protected from being raped by their husbands. Speak up on how high school kids or college girls or even boys can protect themselves from being raped or being sodomized. Speak up. You might think that you're not here to save the world, but guess what? You went through it so you could save somebody. Speak up. It doesn't matter if you get 2,000 views or 1,000 views or 1 view or no view, but one day your message is going to land to the person that is intended for. And you're going to save somebody so that somebody doesn't have to go through what you went through. That is how you bring good out of the bad. That is how you choose to rise above the ugly. That is how you choose. We have to choose because it's a choice. The more we become victims, the more we keep talking about all the things that have been done to us when we were kids, all the things that have been done to us by our husbands, all the bad things. The more we speak about it, the more we are telling the universe that, yeah, this is me and this is what I deserve because I have accepted it. And I'm not saying that you accepted the pain, but you have accepted that this is who you are. That is, okay, Evelyn, who are you? Oh, I am the girl who went through this and this and this and this and this was done to me and this was done to me. Or I am the girl who helps women heal and find success. Which one do you choose? Which one do you want? You have to choose because each one of them tells the universe who you believe you are. And the minute you believe who you are and tell it to the universe, then the universe gives you what you give it. If you choose to tell the universe that I am a victim, then the universe reflects that back to you. And it always brings situations in your life that makes you feel like a victim. You go to work, you don't get friends, you get rejection, you go everywhere in life and you are rejected. Why? Because you have chosen that I am the victim. But the minute you stand up and say, oh yeah, it happened to me, yes, and it was very ugly and very painful, but because it happened to me, I'm here so that I can speak up, so this can help somebody else. You know? You don't even have to go to social media doing this. You can do it just in your village. You can do it just in your neighborhood. You can do it just with a family member that you feel like might end up being a victim if you don't speak up. You can do it in silence. It doesn't have to be something major and big and huge, but as long as you choose to not be a victim and rise above it. So just remember, the victimhood is not noble. Overcoming it is. Yeah? Overcoming it is. Like, for example, if today I asked you, who is the most important person in your life? And you came out to me and told me, my mom is, or my daughter is, or my son is, or my husband is, whoever is. And then I told you, okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm giving you however long you can take. But I'm going to take this important person and I'm going to dangle them up there in the sky. And all you have to do is take whatever material you can and build a tower to get to where they are, and you can bring them down and you can have them for the rest of your life. No death, no nothing. There they are. What would you do? And you look up and you're thinking, my God, that is like 1 million miles from me. How can I even get up there? You know? And you can choose to sit there for 1 year, 10 years, just wondering how you're going to get up there and wondering, why did they choose me? Why didn't they take that person's baby and tell them they're going to dangle that baby up there? Why did they choose me instead of that other person? No, they chose you because they thought that you could do it. They chose you because they knew that, oh, if I give her this challenge, I know she can do it. If I give him this challenge, I know he can do it. But you tell them, oh no, I can't. You chose the wrong one. Of course you build that tower. Of course you build that tower for that important person. So how about making that important person you? How about building that tower to discover who you are? To discover why you have been a victim. What are all these things that have happened to us? Yeah, let's go back there. Let's dig up the pain and feel the pain and cry together. But as we're crying, let's go back to the next page and say, you know what? So these are the things that happened to me. How can I change it and make it better? What can I do to feel better about this situation? Those are the bricks that I want you to build. That is the tower that I want you to build. I am dangling your life. If I told you this is what is going to completely make you happy, and I told you come up and get it, build that tower and find out who you are. Build that tower and choose to heal and find good in every pain. Because the minute you do, then you're rising above. Then you're showing the universe that they can give you good. You know? Some of us will come out and say proudly, oh yeah, I'm the black sheep of the family. Oh yeah, I'm the black sheep of the family. That is why I can't achieve this. Oh yeah, oh no. If you gave that to my sister or brother, they would. But me, no, I'm the black sheep of the family. Yeah, you're the black sheep. Guess what? I am too. Everybody feels like they're the black sheep of their family. At some point in their life, somebody feels that they're the black sheep of their family because of one reason or the other. But now, look at you walking into a grocery store or wherever it is that you buy your meat, halal or wherever. Go into your meat and just go and say, hey, I want that meat, the lamb. Yeah, I want that lamb. No, I want that beef. Do you go ahead and ask that person, oh, by the way, the sheep or the lamb that you slaughtered to get this meat, was it black or white? No. I want to know the color, because if it was black, I don't want it. I just want white wool sheep meat. I only want beef from cows that have white and black, not brown and, My reasoning is, if you go to the shop and look for meat and get it off the shelf, just because today I want to have lamb, or no, today I want to have beef, no, today I want to have chicken. But you don't go asking, what kind of feathers did this chicken have? Were they black or white? You just pick the meat and you go and eat it. Why? Because that is what you want. You're after eating and being full. So what if you're the black sheep? You have something to give to the universe. Nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna care if you're black or white or gray or yellow or pink. Nobody. What they care about is, oh yeah, so you went through that. Can you tell us how you've gotten to where you are? Nobody cares. Only you care, and you choose to dwell on that, being a black sheep and being a black sheep and being a black sheep. And this did not work for me, and this did not work for me. And so now you spend the rest 90 years of your life. Say it happened to you at 40 and you die at 80. You have 40 years of your life to choose good and be happy. But now 40 years you have wasted just dwelling on something that happened 40 years ago. Come on, fam. Yes, some of us were raised in a silver spoon. And yes, some of us had it the hardest way. Yes, life is not fair. But guess what? Just because it was hard doesn't mean it was not worth it. And sometimes I even feel like it gets harder for those people that actually have a bigger purpose. Because if I don't go through hard, then how can I show people how to overcome it? If it's been easy for me, I'll always look at people who are having it hard and think that it's their fault. So no, I don't want to be judging everybody and thinking everybody is not stepping up to who they are just because I grew up on a silver platter. No, let me have it hard so that when I see somebody flourish, I will smile with them and say, yeah, I know they're smiling right now, but they must have gone through something very, very dark for them to be where they are right now. Hey, the most valuable metal is passed through fire over and over and over. The most precious stone is passed through fire over and over and over again just to be refined and to be the best. And you think you're not loved, and you think that you're not special, and you think that something bad is coming for you because you went through a bad situation. I'm sorry that you went through that. I am so sorry that you had to go through that. But guess what? No, sorry, not sorry. You went through that so you could bring light somewhere. Yeah, you went through that so you could bring light somewhere. And if you go through shit and rise and then look at the people who are going through shit like there's something wrong with them, may God see you. May God see you. Nobody goes into this life wanting bad to come to them. Just the same way nobody gets into a relationship wanting it to end. Nobody will get into a marriage hoping that they'll get a divorce. Everybody gets into something hoping for the best. Everybody wants good in their life. But yes, something bad came. But what bad thing? No, let's turn it and say no. I was a victim, but now I am a victor, because whatever I went through, whatever I went through was my foundation to where I'm going. It has made me so strong because I am the most refined precious stone. It has made me strong because I am the most refined precious metal. I am strong. And the foundation that I'm going to create for the next chapter in my life is what I care about. I cannot change what I went through. No, nobody has that power. You cannot turn back time and go back there and change whatever you went through. No. So yeah, I went through that. But now, I don't care about that. What did I learn? This and this and this and this. So where am I headed? There is where I'm headed. And whatever I learned is going to be my fuel. And wherever I'm going is going to be my fuel. And I'm going to pump them up together. And I am going to be a rocket. And I am going to get up there and do whatever I want and get whatever I want and change whatever I need changed. Let's always choose to rise up. And I'm not telling you that the minute you rise up that bad things are not going to be coming. No, things are going to come. You have to keep getting refined until you're that, those precious diamonds, the authentic ones, not the synthetic ones, and you look through and you're like, damn, man. You have to go through the fire over and over. So even if you went through whatever you went through, you're going to get into this level and you're going to say, yes, I'm looking for the best. And you're going to look for the best and you're going to get into another amazing level. And then something else is going to happen and you're going to be like, damn. But I want you to take everything that comes your way as a fuel for the next one. Take time to mourn, take time to cry, take time to go through the pain and say, yes, I see this is pain, but God, I know you're refining me for something greater. You know, it's like the people who love playing different video games. Yeah? On every level, you challenge. The first level is so boring. You play, you have one dragon chasing you. And then you go into your next, you kick the diamond and you go into the next level. And the next level has more demons coming at you. But also, it has more cashbacks. You know, those points that you eat and you get more strong, and now you can kill the diamonds more. And then you kill that level and you go to the next level, and there is something harder coming at every level. Why? That is life. I tell you, that is life in a video game. So play the game. Just play the game and keep aiming for the next level. And no matter what demons come, choose them as things. Choose them as lessons that are coming to teach you how to get stronger and get beyond that level of being, of being normal. You are a human being. Do you know what being a human being is? You are created in the image of God. That means you're exceptional. Given forth the power to speak life and death. You can speak anything into becoming. But you gotta see it first. And if all you want to see is pain, that is all you're gonna get. That is all you're gonna speak. And whatever you speak comes into life. So how about killing all those bad things and just bringing the victor mentality? You know, victor, VICTOR. Victor mentality into your life. And as you're building, always remember that there will always be people coming to you wondering, what are you doing? You know, the minute your mind grows beyond the level of other people who you used to hang out with. You know, when you're miserable, you want to hang out with other miserable people and talk about how the world is killing you and how everything is unfair to you. But once you start rising, you change your groups. Yeah? But you don't have to change. You can also teach the people that are with you. But the people who are not willing to change and want to keep dragging you in the mud, walk above them. Oh, don't be afraid of stepping on the heads of people who want to crush you, to remind you of where you're coming from. Say you were a prostitute. So what? Mary Magdalene was a prostitute and she sat right next to Jesus preaching the gospel. So what? This is who you are now. This is who you are now. And whatever led you to being that was a valid reason then. And you had to be that person to overcome whatever level you are in life that time. But as you go through different levels of life, you'll also meet people who want to remind you of who you are, of the label that they think you are. Don't give anybody the power. If you sit up and say, no, I am worth making $100 an hour. If you speak to somebody and they start telling you, what do you think you're going to be doing to earn that 100? Oh, that is a person who does not see your value. Also, walk away from such people. If you tell somebody, oh, this is a business I want to take, and they say, oh, no, don't do a business right now, just get hired. That is what you should do for now so that you can save money. No. You already know that you can run a business and do whatever you can. So why are you going asking for advices from people who already have labeled you? You know, you're now overcoming the black sheep of the family name. So why entertain the people who want to keep reminding you the black sheep name? Who want to keep reminding you that you should be miserable? No. They want a label. They want that label to stick on somebody who is not them. No. Say no. That's not my label. If you want it, you can keep it for as long as you want. But I don't want it. I'm rising above being a victim. And I'm not going to give anybody the power to shut me down or to pull me back to where I was. I am way beyond that. And I will continue rising high. So what is my takeout from this? No matter what you've gone through in life, choose to see the best out of it. Choose to see good and choose to bring out good. In every situation, no matter what, there is a lesson learned. Use that lesson learned to propel yourself. Yeah? And if it means creating boundaries so that you don't entertain the people who used to know who you are, so you can rise to becoming the perfect version of who you want to be, then go ahead and do that. If it means changing your social media and starting afresh, do that. If it means anything that label, that new label that you're attaching yourself to means, Embrace it and take it, and don't be ashamed of it, because only you know your worth. And until you know your worth, you cannot show it to the world. I'm telling you, I know how it feels to feel like you cannot rise above. I have been there. I have been a single mom. I have been with men who just wanted me for sex. I have been with men who, even if I said no, they didn't care. I have been in situations that have broken me. I have been in situations where I wanted to rise, and every time I wanted to rise, somebody in my family made me feel like I was shit, and that was my label, and that God would never bless me because that is my label. And who are you to think that God would not bless me? Because that is what you think of yourself. Because you went through that, and you are a victim, and you have never gotten to heal yourself and rise above that. Now you want me to sit in the same space that you're in, and I refuse to be a victim. So I'm calling out to everybody in this space who is tired of being a victim. Rise up and be a victor. Rise up and be the overcomer. Rise up and let's overcome together, okay? I love you all, and all I want is the best for each and every one of you. Cheers to being victors. Cheers to being overcomers. Cheers to rising above and not being ashamed of our past. Cheers to turning the shame into beauty marks. I love you all.